Alright, you guys, welcome in to another ad reaction. Bad Hero here, Bad BDT, Yakim. They call me lots of different names. Why does my voice sound like that? Hang on a second. Huh. Not screaming at night? I don't know. So, my last Cold Chisel reaction, a lot of people recommended, man, you guys gave me a lot of recommendations, and they are coming up. I've got quite a few of them on my list, but somebody mentioned that Jimmy Barnes had, or maybe it was Cold Chisel altogether. I think it's just Jimmy Barnes had performed with one of my all-time favorite artists. And I apologize to my Aussie friends of the channel. I completely forgot about some of the Australian icons that we've had in music that became very popular in the States. But INXS was one of my favorite bands when I was younger, but even more so, I mean, not to take anything away from INXS, but even more so, Michael Hutchence. When his solo album, his solo work was released after his parting, I completely fell in love with that album. That was probably one of my all-time favorites. I haven't listened to that in a long time, and actually, I think maybe after this reaction, I'll be introducing that album to my son. Maybe he'll dive into some of the older INXS stuff on his own, but singer-songwriter viewpoint, man, Michael Hutchence was, I know he'd suffered with quite a few different things. Apparently, I didn't know this until just in the last couple of years, but I think he had a concussion from something that happened on stage, if I remember right. And it ended up causing, maybe it was a car accident, I can't remember. There was something that happened, it was a head injury, and it ended up causing him quite a few issues later on, even with his like temper and things like that. He just was not the same person, which can happen after a major trauma, especially to the head. Anyway, without getting into all of that, Good Times, and I'm pretty sure wasn't this an INXS song? But I'm pretty sure it says INXS and Jimmy Barnes, so it's the whole band, not just Michael Hutchence. So this is live Australia 1987. I don't know if this is the video that you guys had suggested, but look, Jimmy Barnes, after doing the After the War reaction, and I know I had done one other reaction to Cold Chisel a few years ago, and then I just didn't go back onto him for several different reasons with my channel, not anything with Cold Chisel. But I'm making it back around to them now. And I have to say, I'm blown away by Jimmy Barnes' voice. And now I'm at a loss what you guys told me the guitar player's name was, but both of them were amazing in that song. So anyway, without further ado, as they say, let's jump into this live in Australia, live in Sydney. INXS and Jimmy Barnes. Good Times. And again, there's plenty of other recommendations you guys have made, and they are on the list. They will be coming, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel, all that good stuff, and they'll be coming up. So here we go.
We gotta get a few friends out here. Got you end of it? Jimmy, one of them. It's called Good Times. That's what we had, right? Having a good time. What's that?
Man, I miss that dude.
You're staying in, Sean. Hey, hey.
Oh, wow. I mean, I know it's 1987, but that is not only a very, very young Michael Hutchence, that is also a very, very young Jimmy Barnes, isn't it? Wow. All right, let's do this. Come on. Good stuff.
Everybody sing. Everybody do. Everybody sing. Yeah. Mary, Mary, you're on my mind. The folks are gone and the place is all mine.
Okay, we're going to rewind a little bit. I can't help it, guys. You get frustrated with me if you want to. I want to rewind. I want to go back to this first part where Michael really belts it out. He does his, you know, what he was known for, that, and then he's like, rah, right after Jimmy does that. And then this delivery from Jimmy, oh my goodness. Come on, here we go. Right about here. Let's do this.
Everybody do. Everybody shout.
Missed that voice.
Mary, Mary, you're on my mind. The folks are gone and the place is all mine.
Okay, see, I gotta pause again. First of all, because it's a reaction channel, and if we don't pause and interrupt, then we're in violation of copyright laws and things like that. So to avoid all of those issues with the channel, I have to do all of this. Pause, interject, make commentary, critique, analyzing, things like that. I gotta say, look, I've said it a couple of times already, I miss Michael's voice. This I really miss. This is such a young version of him, and he's having so much fun with Jimmy up here on stage with him. And you'll see him here in just a second, this huge smile on his face, and knowing the tragedy of how his life ended. Man, this, and the mindset he was in, you know, after, again, all of the issues that happened. I know it was a head injury. I just can't remember how it happened. But even after all of that going on, to go back in time and be able to see this version of him when he was happy, high on life, and maybe other things, I don't know, but he was definitely enjoying himself. And in this moment, he's definitely enjoying performing with, I can only assume, Jimmy Barnes was probably, and Cold Chisel was probably a pretty big influence on INXS, being a younger band from Australia at that time. I can only imagine. I don't know that for sure. I didn't look into it or anything like that, but this is beautiful. I mean, it's rocking. It's rocking. Don't get me wrong. It's a good time. Obviously, good times, right? But it's beautiful to see this version of both of them, actually. But to see this version of Michael, really, man, it warms my heart, takes me back to my youth, and remembering what attracted me to INXS during the whole Kick era, big time. Hang on. So is this actually all of the members of Cold Chisel up on the stage with INXS, or because there's a couple of other guys up here? I know the girls are backup singers. Maybe the other guys are too. I'm not sure. But was this, if you guys know, was this it says live at Australia Made. So was Cold Chisel and INXS also, were they on the bill together, or did Jimmy just come in as a guest appearance during this? But again, they look like they're having a blast. So many people up on stage, and they all look like they're having a good time with this song. I bet this concert was outrageous. I can only imagine. He said, thank you, good night. No, more. Wow, look at that crowd. Holy cow. Look at that crowd. That is nothing but a massive just sea of bodies in front of this enormous stage. Wow. And hey, look, I'm just going to put it out there. This is 1987. This is, I mean, they were doing some big screen projections and things, but this is before all of the big special computerized CGI effects and all that kind of stuff. They had lighting and they had bands. And I'm not trying to date myself or make it sound like, oh, old man, you're so outdated, whatever. Maybe I am. But look at look at the response from the crowd, number one, but the energy on the stage, that was a concert. That was a live experience. You had some lights, sure, and fireworks, but you didn't have all of it. And again, I'm not saying anything against that stuff. That stuff's great too. That technology that they've implemented, that's all great. But we're in an age now where we're almost dependent on being more entertained by special effects than we are by the artists themselves. And there's so many background tracks and background vocals and lip syncing. There was not a 1 second of lip syncing there, and they didn't need backing tracks because they had backing vocalists. And then you got Jimmy Barnes, who even at that age, his voice sounds almost the same way as it was. I think that what did you guys say that was called? You guys told me the name of that show or the concert from the After the War reaction that I did, but it wasn't In the Round. It was something like that though. But that was like 2003, I think you guys said. Maybe it was a little later than that or a little earlier. I feel like you guys told me it was 2003. I'll go back and look after this is all done with. But that Jimmy Barnes here sounds exactly like that Jimmy Barnes there to me. His voice has not changed to me. I'd like to hear even more recent Jimmy Barnes or Cold Chisel stuff. Many of you guys said that Cold Chisel still they reunited to tour and things like that. I'll have to look to see if I can find out if they've been recording recently. And again, there is more Cold Chisel coming up, guys. And like, they've got to be, I mean, sometimes that was done just for show, but these guys look like they had on-stage chemistry, and it looks like they were actually good friends as well. I'm just saying, that's what it looks like to me. I could be completely off base. You guys let me know. You guys seem to have a little more knowledge. Sure, I could go Google it and all that kind of stuff, but why? Why do that? When I have people like you guys that'll share with me in the chat, and you already should be able to see that I do interact, maybe not with every comment, but I try to interact with several comments just to let you guys know I'm a small channel still. A couple hundred comments I can at least like and heart and all that stuff. And some of you guys offer really in-depth information, and I try to interact with you guys. That's what this is about for me. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for the suggestions you guys have made on the previous video, and whatever suggestions you may make in this video down below. But I gotta say, man, this really, again, it took me back, but I've never seen this. Obviously, I've never seen this performance before, but I've never seen a live like this where it really looked like Michael was just really enjoying himself like that. And it wasn't all about the show. He really was just having a good time with his friends on stage. And what a shame to have everything end so tragically for him. Beautiful artist, beautiful music, his singer-songwriter stuff, his solo stuff that he did. Again, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it about the time I end this video. So thank you guys for being here. Appreciate you guys, and we'll see you on the next one.